Good morning. So, I wanted to talk to you guys today about, today is the full moon. Today's the 17th, September 17th, 2024, for those of you watching in the future. And it is an eclipse. I think it's a lunar eclipse, if I remember correctly. And it's supposed to be a supermoon as well. So all of this to say, big shit is happening. And the theme of the full moon is about connection. And whether it's connection with another individual, intimacy with another individual, or I'm finding a lot of it is connection with myself. And I'm sitting here wondering, really what is this full moon trying to show me? And then I just realized I'm looking in the wrong spot. So we're gonna look over here now because my camera's actually over here. See, big shit's happening. So anyway, and I am fresh out of crying. I was going through my phone and I had like 40 missed text messages from my family group feed. I have a pretty big family, and I was going through them. And I was just like kind of smirking as to some of the things that we were all saying back and forth to each other, or just pictures that they sent. And then I started to cry. There's this sense of missing home, missing the people that I love, and also like this sense of comfort and stability and safety that I've always known home to be. But like I've said before in other videos, I recognize that comfort and stability, safety, building a nest, sometimes isn't what you need. It's just that. It's your comfort zone keeps you stagnant, keeps you stuck. And, sometimes the path this is the work. Is like finding your true self, but really pushing yourself, well, not pushing yourself, but getting outside of your comfort zone. So all of this to say, like, I was smirking at them because I love them so much, and I started to cry. If you have seen some of my previous videos, I started to realize recently, one, that I'm learning what boundaries are. I'm learning how to get in my own energy. I'm learning how to not always be in other people's energy all the time. I just said yesterday, and I don't know how I'm going to post all these videos. Probably this one will go out today. So if you watch in the next 2 days or so, I might have posted it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have previously said somewhere, whether in the future or now, that I'm addicted to productivity, socialization. And I started to realize today that it's because it's not that I don't want to connect with myself, it's just that I don't want to be alone. And so that has always limited me from truly connecting with myself. And now I don't really know what the step is. I feel it's being with myself. Being not out of touch with anybody else, but being more in touch with me, spending more time with myself, and not trying to keep myself super occupied, not trying to go and find, the next couple of people to talk to, and seeing what turns of it. Because overall, I want to connect deeply with myself and show myself the connection that I show everybody else. I was listening to a thing today, kind of just came up now, but that she was talking about the full moon, and she was saying how like some of the themes are, connecting with other people, but the shadow sides of that are codependency. And I'm like, well, I'm with nobody, so I'm not codependent at this time. But then I started realizing that probably the reason why I was so burnt out this week was like that I would just go to places and socialize because I was using them essentially to connect. with myself, but with them as well. And it's like, instead of doing the work, being by myself and doing that deep, intimate, vulnerable dive, if you will. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that, because I feel like a lot of us struggle with that. I mean, maybe not so much in the same context of what mine is, but I feel like there's a lot of us that want that connection with ourselves, want to love ourselves, and don't know how to do that. So we use other people to do that. Other people like us. They love our personality. They love, I don't know, they just really adore us, and that feels so great. So we hang out with more people, not realizing the drain and the toll that it takes on us. I feel like living in my car, that was, for this third time, this is round 3 here for me, but for this third time of living in my car, this was the scariest initially. Granted, I'm only a little over a month in this third time, but going into it, I realized there was some deep work that was going to be done. Whereas before, it was about the same thing I was just talking about. Going out and finding the people that are going to think you're awesome because you're a car lifer, or you're a snowboarder, or you climb, or whatever it happens to be. You're finding people that have common interests. You're finding community. You're finding what do they call that? I want to say it's like a reverberation hall, but like basically everybody echoing the same thing that you want to hear. Those people, instead of really just finding yourself. So either way, all of that to say about this full moon for me has really been showing me connection. Maybe the ways in which I have not been connecting with myself, or, attempting to connect with myself. Maybe it's the only way that I've ever known how to connect with myself, is through the means of other people, or just being very occupied, and giving myself a little grace for that too, because damn, I did a good job. I mean, I guess arguably I'm living in a tent right now, but here we are. And this is the work. This is the work to connect with myself in order to truly connect with other people, not on a superficial level that maybe in some ways I've been doing. Either way, I wanted to make this video because it felt like an emotional one, and let's see, this full moon is tonight, but the cycle's for 2 more weeks until the new moon. So it's like, let's see what forms of connection I can make with myself. And and that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna sit here down at my campsite all by myself for 4 days. It can be. I've really learned a lot about myself, but there are ways to get out there and still connect with myself and talk with other people. Doesn't mean that I'm done. Non-communicado. As you could tell, I grew up on the East Coast, didn't learn Spanish. But like figuring out the things that I can truly connect with myself with. I don't know if that was correct grammar, but we're going with it. All right, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go connect with myself. Yay. And I'm going to hopefully at some point get to a place with service so that I can upload all these videos, because I got a couple of them backlogged for you, and I missed like 2 days now, and this is life. This is my life. I'm actually excited about that. All right. If you like my stuff, you like my my videos, the topics that I randomly choose, and I don't know. I'm at a blank here. But if you like any of the stuff, even remotely, click subscribe, share it to some of your friends, comment in the comments below. For today, talk to me about what your full moon experience has been. I'd love to hear it. I feel we're all connected, and so the shit that I'm going through is the same for you guys in some degree or another. So let me know what you all are going through, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. All right, I gotta move my camera on the other side because I keep looking over here, but for next time, have a great day.